After this broadcast, the weather will intensify. I'm not before you of myself. I am a warner from God to America and the nations of the earth by God's permission. The death angel is in America as we speak. These natural disasters are going to increase. Hillary can't stop it. Sanders can't stop it. Trump can't stop it.
Extreme weather, at least 12 reported tornadoes from Oklahoma to Minnesota in the last 24 hours. This massive twister reportedly half a mile wide, tearing through Abilene, Kansas. And look who's standing by. There's Ginger. She is back. But first, Rob Marciano is in Kansas with the latest. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Robin. It was supposed to be a relatively quiet day, but look at this. Tremendous tree damage, some roof damage to that brick home, pretty sturdy. But this side home, also built out of brick and cinder block walls, completely blown out. The supercell that popped up late afternoon dropped a tornado on the ground that was huge and on the ground for a terrifying amount of time.
Overnight tornadoes taking aim at Kansas for a second day.
Fair Road is completely destroyed.
Officials describing this massive tornado ripping across the state as catastrophic.
South of Highway 18, several houses have been leveled.
Estimated to be a half a mile wide and tracking on the ground for nearly 90 minutes.
Look pretty close.
Oh my goodness, Rena. You know, I've been chasing storms for 25 years for Channel 9 now, and I've never seen anything like this. We've seen bigger tornadoes, we've seen F5s. This wasn't quite an F5, but there was violent rotation in two wall clouds. Two separate mesos had rotation. We got as close.
You know, I don't talk God. I'm backed by God. And I mean, if you want to kill me, I can't stop you. Help yourself, but you'll die right afterwards. I hope. No, I'm serious.
I know.
God will take America down in 12 hours by the clock. You have no power with the God I serve. See if you can stop the tornadoes. They're coming more and more. They like women dancing in long skirts. Check that out. Rain coming like you've never seen it before. All of a sudden, a flash flood, and people, you see the cars going down underwater. Stop it if you can.
Start here with that deadly holiday weekend weather. Historic flooding in Texas and Kansas, killing at least 6 people as the East Coast deals with Tropical Depression Bonnie. Ginger is going to have a lot more on all of this in a moment. But first, ABC's Gio Benitez is on Rockaway Beach here in New York City with the latest. Gio, good morning to you.
Hey, Dan, good morning to you. We've been seeing this rain and fog all morning long. It's a Memorial Day washout, and this morning so much of this country is dealing with some devastating weather. Deadly storms plaguing millions this Memorial Day weekend. Some 20 inches of rain crippling eastern Texas with flash floods, proving catastrophic, killing at least 6 and triggering emergency evacuations in at least 4 towns. Drone video capturing the far-reaching floodwater, overflowing rivers, turning roadways into waterways, rows of cars and a school bus swallowed. Rescuers pulling a woman out of this swamped car. An 8th grader recording this video from inside a bus, treading high waters.
I've never seen the water this high.
In South Carolina, Tropical Depression Bonnie bringing the water, at least 8 inches of rain, making for a treacherous drive along I-95.
On this unofficial first weekend of summer, we begin with dangerous weather wreaking havoc in so much of the country. Torrential rain in parts of Texas. This pickup truck there, no match for the saturated road in Magnolia, Texas. Historic rain triggered damaging floods in Bastrop. This SUV washed away. This is how it came to a standstill. And now a tropical storm warning in the Atlantic as millions are at the beach this holiday. Rip current dangers from Florida to North Carolina. Your holiday forecast in a moment, but we have team coverage. But first, ABC's Philip Mena with those flood rescuers in Woodlands, Texas.
Tonight outside Houston, neighborhoods underwater.
residents scrambling to get out any way they can.
We're just watching the water. We don't have nowhere to go.
Up to 16 inches in 24 hours, washing out roads and submerging
Another day of
cars.
heavy rains here in Texas near Houston. We're in Sugar Land, and this should be the Brazos River. And in fact, this should be a road right here. This is the entrance ramp to I-69. There's no one entering from down there other than maybe a boat. This is what the Brazos River has turned into. A quarter mile from here is what we should have, the banks of the Brazos River and then the water in the Brazos River, but it has gone completely rogue. We are at record levels and the water's still going up right now. It's dirty water, and believe it or not, the rain that you see here, the water in this little puddle fell last Thursday, uphill. It's just been coming downhill since then as the water continues to go up here in Sugar Land. So the levees are holding, things are doing okay here, but now we're worried about the saturation factor of the levees and do we get more rainfall? Because if you look up there, there are more towering cumulus. Those big, tall, white clouds, that's a bad thing. I'm in the sunshine right now. You think that's a good thing, but in fact, it's not. The sunshine is making the ground evaporate its water. The evaporation is going back up into the sky. We're going to get more towering cumulus today. We're going to get more thunderstorms today. More rain on top of places that don't need it. This ground right here will not take any more rain. It's just like a piece of concrete. When it rains on this mud, the water's going to run right down here. We get 2 inches of rain over a wide area, or 3 or 4, which was happening yesterday. More flooding is going to happen, more river flooding is going to happen, but the possibility of more flash flooding also continues today, tomorrow, and into Saturday.
Man, you got hail coming out of the sky the size of baseball. And soon, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you see them coming out of the sky like blocks of ice. You got fire going on north of our border in Canada. 1,600 and some odd square miles burning. They've never seen a fire like that. Stop that. You're dealing with a God and the forces of nature. I mean, Obama and all the scientists of war here, you can't stop that.
Yes, sir.
Eat that and get full.